For today's look, I am going to be recreating a look that I saw on Instagram by Viirdii. For this look, I'm priming my eyelids with the Maybelline Age Rewind in Warm Nude. And I am going in also with the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Neutral. I'm going to be blending out the concealer on my eyes with the Real Techniques sponge, and I am damping the sponge. For the brow bone highlight, I am going in with my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, and I am adding this first so my transition shade can blend into the brow bone. I am taking my James Charles palette and I'm taking the shade B with a really fluffy blending brush, and I'm adding this all over the crease. I am blending this color up pretty high because I want this color to show up by the end of the look, and I am taking my time in building this color up. Next, taking my Morphe Boss Smooth palette, I am taking that bright orange shade and I'm going to be popping this into the crease. I'm also taking my time in building this color up. Using the same brush, I'm taking my Modern Renaissance palette and I'm taking the shade Love Letter and popping that right over the orange. I'm just doing this to deepen up the look. Now taking a clean brush, I'm going into the shade 518 from the James Charles palette, and I'm going to be using the shade to blend the red shade with the yellow shade, and this is just going to give that sunset effect. Now taking that really fluffy blending brush that we used in the beginning with the yellow, I'm not taking any more product, I'm just going to be blending those shades out. Now going back in with the Modern Renaissance palette, I am taking that red burgundy shade at the bottom of the palette and I'm putting this right over the hot pink shade that we just applied. This step is totally optional because I am going to go in with an even darker burgundy from the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I just feel like this step helped everything blend well. Now taking my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going into that really dark burgundy shade and I'm just applying this right over the other shadows that we just applied. And I am going to be going in pretty heavy with this shade because I want this look to be dramatic. Now I'm going to be cutting the crease with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light Neutral, and I am taking a flat concealer brush to cut the crease. I'm not going to be making a full cut crease for this look because I'm going to be smoking out the outer corner. Now I'm going into my ColourPop palette and You Had Me at Hello, and I'm taking those two shimmer shades and mixing them, and I'm going to be popping that right over that concealer that we just used to cut the crease. Now going back into that Jaclyn Hill palette, I am taking that really burgundy shade and I'm just using this to smoke out the outer V with that cut crease to make everything blend seamlessly. Now I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm taking that burgundy shimmer shade and I am going to be applying that towards the outer V and the cut crease to help everything blend. Now I'm going in with my Flash Cat Eye by L'Oreal eyeliner and I'm going to be doing a small V. Then with the makeup wipe, I do like to clean off the eyeshadow first before I do the wing, just so I can know where I'm going to be placing it and where it looks better on my eye. For the next step, I am taking a really flat concealer brush and I am taking a really black shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to be just patting this over the wing and I am going to be taking my time building this up because I do want this to blend into the outer V. Now using a detailed smudging brush, I am going to be taking some of that black eyeshadow and I'm just going to start building this black eyeshadow upward. I am going to be going back into that burgundy shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to be blending these two shades into the outer V. I didn't show what primer I used in this look, but I am using the same one I always use, which is the Professional Pore Primer from Benefit Cosmetics. For foundation, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 105. And I am going to be blending out my foundation with the damp Real Techniques brush. This foundation does have a matte finish, so I do like it because I do have oily skin and it also doesn't sit in my smile lines. For extra coverage, I am going in with the Maybelline Age Rewind in Warm Light 115 and I'm just going to be placing this underneath my eyes and blending it out with my Real Techniques sponge as well. To cream contour my face, I am going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso and I am placing that right above my cheekbones, underneath my nose, my chin, and I am going to be contouring my forehead with this. And using my Real Techniques sponge, I am going to be blending all of this out. As you're blending it out, it does look messy, but towards the end we are going to go in with concealer and we're going to be cleaning everything up. Now for more coverage and brightness, I am going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Neutral. And I am placing that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and on my chin. And I am going to be setting the under eyes and my T-zone with the loose powder from Maybelline in Fair Light. Before setting the under eye, I do like to go in with the sponge just to make sure that there's no creasing. And then for the powder, I do not leave it on for too long. After I'm done setting the T-zone and my smile lines, I do go in and clean up the cream contour with the same powder. For blush, I am going to go in with my ColourPop blush in Get Laid. This is my favorite blush because it is peachy and it's pink at the same time. So it's like the perfect combo of both. Now I am going to be going in with my Becca highlight in Champagne Pop, and I'm going to be highlighting my cheekbones and my nose. To set everything, I'm going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now going back in with my ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette, I am getting that really bright gold shade, and I'm placing this in the inner corners of my eyes. Now using the James Charles palette, I am going in with 518, and I'm going to be smoking out the lower lash line. And for this lower lash line, I am going to be building up pretty much the same colors that I used for the crease. Now taking Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to be packing that right over that orange shade. And to finish off the under eye, I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill palette with that really dark burgundy shade, and I'm going to also be placing that right over those two shades. Now taking that black shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, I am going to be creating a eyeliner effect, and I am going to be connecting this to the wing that we just did. Right after this step, I did add lashes. To deepen up my contour, I am going in with the NARS bronzer in Laguna. Next, taking my Better Than Sex mascara, I am just going to be putting that on my lower lashes. For lip liner, I'm taking my NYX lip liner in Nutmeg, and I'm just going to be outlining my lips with this. For lipstick, I'm using the Milani lipstick in Teddy. To finish off the look, I am taking a nude lip liner, and I'm just going to be putting that in the center of my lips and blending it out. And that completes my look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.